Open up your MTT and we're going to review dividing positive fractions and negative fractions. A reminder, when we're doing negative fractions, you're always going to find the sign first and then you're going to find the value. So we're going to take a look at this one first. We have a positive and a negative, so that is love to hate, so we know that our answer is going to be negative. So you figure out the sign first, and then you do dividing fractions as easy as pie, flip the second and multiply. So then you're going to flip it over. Notice that I am not going to include the sign because I've already figured out the sign. So I flip it over, multiply, so that's going to give me 5 over 12. I know that my sign is negative, so it's negative 5 over 12. And I want the negative in the numerator. Alright, so I now have hate to hate, so I know that my answer is going to be positive. This is going to be 1/2 times 6 over 5. I'm going to go ahead and cross cancel 1, cross cancel 3, so it's going to be positive 3/5. Now I don't have to write the plus, so my answer is simply going to be 3/5. Notice again, I found the sign first and then I found the value. Alright, so I have hate to love, which means my answer is going to be negative. And now I'm going to take 1 and 1/9 and I'm going to multiply it times 3 over 2. Now I need to do my times plus thingy to get into a fraction. So this is 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10 over 9 times 3 over 2. I'm going to cross cancel 2 with the 1 and 2 goes into 10 5 times. 3 goes into 3 1. 3 goes into 9 3 times. So it's going to be negative 5/3 or negative 1 and 2/3. I have hate to hate, which is going to make my answer positive. So now I'm going to do 2 and 1/6 times the 5 times 1 is 5. Well, let's back up. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at the division problem first. This is going to actually be divided by times plus thingy. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. And we need to make this into an improper fraction as well. So this is going to be 13/6 divided by 6/5. Now we're going to flip the second and multiply. So it's going to be 13/6 times 5 over 6. And so we're going to have 36 as our denominator. And 13 divided by 5, 15 carry 1 is 65. So that's going to go in one time, and 65 minus 36 is going to be 9, and that's going to be 5, so it's going to be 29/36. So 1 and 29/36. Now, let's look at what happens when we have some variables. This is going to be 14 over x times x over 1, which is going to be 14 over x over x. And now I ask, where do I have more x's? I don't, so they cancel out. So the answer is going to be 14. AB over 4 times 6 over b. I'm going to multiply across. That's going to give us 6ab over 4b. First thing I have to do is simplify. So I can do 2 into 6 goes 3 times, and 2 into 4 goes twice. Where do I have more a's? On the top. How many more do I have? 1. Where do I have more b's? I don't, so I don't have to write them. So my answer is going to be 3a over 2. X squared over 5 times 2 over ax. So I'm going to multiply across. It's going to be 2x squared over 5ax. So I'm going to have my 2 and my 5. Where do I have more a's? On the bottom. How many more do I have? 1. Where do I have more x's? On the top. How many more do I have? 1.